I created a deepfake video confession from my cheating wife and her AP. Hey everyone, I've been a long-time lurker on this sub, and I never thought I would be in a position to share my own story. But, as they say, life is full of surprises. This is the tale of how I discovered my wife's affair with our son's guitar teacher, and how I exacted my own unique form of revenge. It all started a couple of months ago when I began noticing my wife's unusual behavior. She was constantly glued to her phone, whispering on the phone late at night, and would immediately shut her laptop when I walked into the room. It was as if she was hiding something. I tried to brush it off and trust her, but we all know where this type of behavior leads. One day, she accidentally left her phone at home while going out for a run. I couldn't help but check it, I just had to know. There, in her messages, were conversations with the guitar teacher, who I'll refer to as AP from here on out. The messages were explicit, detailing their hookup at the hotel across town and sharing intimate photos. I knew I would find this, but actually finding it hurt worse than I expected. I knew I wanted a divorce, but I also wanted to make sure my wife and AP faced the consequences of their actions. So instead of giving her the verbal beatdown that I wanted to, I decided to make her hurt way worse than that. So I went on Fiverr and found a talented video creator who specialized in deepfake videos. I contacted him, explained my situation, and asked if he could create a deepfake video confession from my wife and her AP, confessing to their affair. He was hesitant at first but eventually agreed, as he sympathized with my plight. He did, however, make it clear that he wouldn't create any explicit content, which was fine by me. I just needed a verbal confession, so I gathered as much evidence as possible, screenshots of their conversations, and intimate photos they'd sent each other. I sent everything to the video creator, who worked his magic and created a truly convincing deepfake video. The video began with my wife and AP sitting side by side. My wife then started confessing to the affair, stating that they had been seeing each other for months and how their relationship had evolved from innocent music lessons to full-blown passion. The deepfake was so realistic that it made my skin crawl. As the video played on, it showed their text conversations and the blurred-out photos, making it impossible to deny their actions. I even had them confess that they were total pieces of shit and that what they did was not only wrong, but disgusting and dishonest. With the video in hand, I was ready for the final act of my plan. I sent it to my wife, AP, as well as our family and friends in a group message thread. I knew it was a risky move, but I wanted to make sure everyone knew the truth about their deceit. I mean, if I didn't tell anyone, then she could say we divorced for whatever reason she wanted to. That wasn't fair, so I eliminated that chance. The fallout was swift and severe. Within minutes, my phone was blowing up with calls and texts from shocked friends and family members. AP's phone must have been going crazy too, because he called me in a panic, begging me to take the video down. I told him that he had made his bet, and now he had to lie in it and to never call or speak to me again. My wife, on the other hand, was absolutely livid. She stormed into the house, screaming and accusing me of invading her privacy. I remained calm, simply stating that she had made her choices, and now she had to face the consequences. Our son, thankfully, was at a friend's house during all this commotion. I couldn't bear the thought of him witnessing his mother's infidelity and the fallout firsthand. The very next day, I filed for divorce and asked her to move out of the house. My wife tried to play the victim, but I stood my ground, knowing I had done the right thing. As for Pete, the video quickly made its way to his employer, the music school where he taught. Apparently someone in that group wanted to escalate my revenge plan even further, LOL. His employer fired him on the spot, citing a breach of professional conduct. The scandal spread like wildfire throughout our community, and it wasn't long before he packed up and left town, likely to escape the judgmental eyes of everyone who knew what he had done. Despite the anger, hurt, and betrayal I felt, a part of me was proud of the revenge I had exacted. I knew it wasn't the most mature or level-headed response, but it felt like justice had been served. My wife and AP had both paid the price for their actions, and I could move on with my life without any lingering doubts or regrets. In the weeks that followed, I focused on taking care of my son and ensuring that he was as unaffected by the ordeal as possible. He knew that his mom and I were getting a divorce, but I spared him the details of the reason behind it. I didn't want to tarnish his image of his mother, despite her actions. We leaned on each other for support, and our bond grew stronger than ever. And so, my fellow Redditors, that's the story of how I used a deep fake video to expose my cheating wife and her AP. Well, that is a first. I guess that was fake and all too real at the same time. What would you have done differently, if anything? Let us know what you think in the comments section below. When you subscribe, be sure to click the notification bell. Click here for more Tangled threats.